Good morning, afternoon, and evening, guys. And guys, I've recorded this twice already. This is the third time, and we're gonna hope it doesn't corrupt. We've had it quite the go with this. YouTube does not want me to make a Yu-Gi-Oh tier list, but we're gonna do it anyway because here at the guy that makes random tier lists, I am a guy who will make random tier lists whether the universe wants me to or not. Okay, so tier list up every single day. You guys know that. Shooting for noon Pacific. Been missing it a couple times this last week. Let's pick up steam. Let's get some videos out. Here is Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, nostalgia to the moon. Let's mute my Discord. Nostalgia to the moon, guys. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like my jam when I was a kid. And if you watched it or played it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This tier list specifically is Yugi Moto, the main character, his cards that he used in the first season. So if you watched it as a kid and you remember his like god cards, that's not what we're talking about here. This is the first season Duelist Kingdom, and these are the monsters and spell and traps cards that he had. And taking a look at the tier list, I'm not going to go into each and every one because honestly, I just want to post this video. Just want to get it up. But taking a look at Bad and Meh here, most of the characters down here in Meh, I don't even remember him using. The moon here, he does stab, he attacks the moon with this Stone Sentry in one duel, which is kind of dumb. I don't remember this trap card at all. This is the only one, this like imp thing is the only character down here in Bad that I actually recognize, and I only remember it from one duel where it was like immediately destroyed, despite having this horn equipped to it. So, yeah. Meh, not too great with the monsters and cards here. A lot of them I don't remember too well, or I remember them, but they were never really used or useful, right? We have Komodo Dragon. Is that his name? It's probably not his name. We have Beaver Warrior, Alpha Wolf. Is that his name? Probably not. Feral Imp and Curse of Dragon. Curse of Dragon might be a little bit of a surprise to see so low, but the name of it always bothered me. It's called Curse of Dragon, not like Cursed Dragon, even though it is actually a dragon. But the name would imply that it's just a curse, not an actual dragon. So I don't know. That one's a little confusing, but there you go. We have Gaia the Fierce Knight, Gaia the Dragon Champion in average tier. A little that might be a surprise to see those so low. I love Gaia. I love its design. I like the new Gaia cards that have come out. I don't like how difficult the original Gaia was to bring out. Though I guess in Duelist Kingdom they didn't really sacrifice cards back then anyway, but whatever. It just, these guys weren't really worth it to bring out. Like, you go through all this process and fuse together two monsters to create Gaia the Dragon Champion. And then, like, a Blue Eyes could just kill it. Like, just one card. So, that's why these are lower. And I don't know, you guys know, if you have watched my tier list before, it's a combination of what I think, what I see, how I feel, but also, like, what I know about competitive and whatnot. And I'm not going to base it too much off that, but yeah, these guys are just too slow, I think, even though they do look cool. Sangan, though, really good card competitively. This one has the opposite thing where he's hideous, and I don't really remember him in the show, but I know he was a very good card because when he dies, you can take another random card out of your deck. So that's pretty cool. The Elf and the Stone Golem Giant Sentry Samurai thing that stabbed the moon, remember him using those. 2,000 defense on both. So those are both usable cards. This stupid mammoth with this arrow, he used both of these in combination. He fuses them together to attack a Blue Eyes and make it like melt, make it like decay, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I remember this card he uses to destroy the forest against the insect duelist Weevil. And then a lot of these other cards I don't remember as much. A lot of them I remember the image, but maybe not exactly when they were used. Like D-Spell destroys a spell, but I couldn't tell you when he used that. In the good tier, we have a little bit better. We do have the Red Eyes Black Dragon coming up here. We have the Dark Hole. We have Dark Sage. Dark Sage is really cool. Dark Sage and Red Eyes Black Dragon, both very cool in that they have taken, both of these were in the Joey Wheeler duo, I believe. And so they take cards from outside his deck and you add them into his deck, meaning like Black Skull Dragon, you need a Red Eyes Black Dragon for. And Dark Sage, you need a Time Wizard for. And they are used with Summon Skull and Dark Magician, respectively. So that's pretty cool, how you had like the two main characters like combining their powers and whatnot, to help to Yugi's benefit, because Darkseid actually helped win him that duel. The problem with like some of these cards is like they're too difficult to bring out, or I have negative thoughts about them because back in the day I tried to play them and they weren't as good in real life. So yeah, Catapult Turtle, great design, love it. Celtic Guard and this lizard thing, very very cool. I love this lizard thing's design, and Guardian is so iconic. Exodia here might be a surprise to see that in good and not epic tier, but the fact that Yugi gets those cards thrown away very early in the series by Weevil, the insect player, you can't really pretend that Exodia is his main ace monster, because it's not. So had it been, probably be up in epic, but it's not. And down here at the bottom of good, we have some spell and trap cards that were used to. A lot of them had like magician themes, which I really liked. Magical hats, for example. Karibo, also one of the first hand traps in the game, meaning you could discard it from your hand to do something. Good card, nice, unique card. Very underrated, especially in the early days of the game. However, it was always used kind of dumb in the show, where like he could multiply it to like make his opponent not be able to attack, like multi Shadow Clone Jutsu from Naruto, which yeah. Up in Epic, we have 2 ritual spell cards. These ritual spell cards are used to ritual summon the Magician of Black Chaos. Gotta make sure I'm getting that name right. And the Blackluster Soldier. So summoning both of those. Ritual cards were supposed to be kind of like the be-all, end-all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And they never really worked that way, but they were really cool in that first season. We have some of the best spell and trap cards in the game at the time here. Polymerization to combine things together. Swords of Revealing Light I used to use all the time just to slow down my enemies so I could set up on them. Mirror Force destroys all your enemy monsters. Super iconic. Literally one of the most powerful cards in the game for years and years when this game came out. Monster Reborn, iconic. Spellbinding Circle, it's pictured in the art for Exodia. So Spellbinding Circle, very iconic. Great design. Love it. At the top end, we have our top 3 monsters here. We have Yugi's 2 main ace monsters. We have Dark Magician and Summon Skull. Summon Skull was very easily one of my favorite monsters. I liked drawing him as a kid. I think I drew Dark Magician and some of these other monsters too. I like to draw like anime type stuff, like Dragon Ball Z and Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. So I specifically remember drawing Dark Magician and Summon Skull. So those were two of my favorites. I really liked them. And then here we have Dragon Master Knight, was my absolute top tier. It's the Blackluster Soldier fusion with the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, used in. I don't think it was actually technically part of this season, but it was the filler saga, when they go into the digital world or the metaverse, whatnot. So this was super cool. One of the most powerful monsters at the time, with I think 5,000 attack just to start with. So absolutely ridiculous. And that's my ranking. That's my tier of these these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What do I think about them? As I said, this is my 3rd time recording this video, so I really hope you guys can see this as it is. As I alluded to at the beginning of the video, I have been doing more stuff lately with tier list shorts and not getting videos up quite when I want them to. But I am going to try to get my what's the phrase? Get my stone to the grindstone. That's not a phrase. I'm going to try to get some videos posted, and some videos I've been waiting on, like the end of my Fortnite series we're going to be working on this week. So if you like the sound of any of that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on this video if you did appreciate it. Feel free to leave a comment if you think something in this video was ranked incorrectly, or you would disagree with my opinion, or you agree. You want to let me know. Or, of course, if you have an idea for a future video. And with all of that said, I think I've shilled enough. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. This has been the guy that makes random tier lists, signing off.